love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. Don't be scared. Just give me up. To my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math. When I hate, I attack. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Just give me up.
Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Let's get this show on the road. Let's go over everything. You're kind of seeing on the screen the prediction from I think a day ago, literally, or like a couple. So I mean, do I really have to say anything? Just to those who think that it is just scribbles and whatnot and not familiar and seeing this for the first time, it just looks weird when you are on the 1 minute chart because it sort of overlaps and that sort of stuff, but it pretty much makes a lot more sense when you look from far away. Howdy, hello, how all of you doing? Hope you're doing well, everybody. Casey, Leo, Johnny, Black Mamba, John, Kay, Pulse, Sky, and Michalis. I hope you are all doing well and having a great beginning of a weekend. Nannies, of course. Sorry, pardon me, mamas. Pardon me. And yeah, of course, yeah, join the Patreon, otherwise you'll be uninformed and you'll never know. You'll always stay guessing about the market. Members of my community are not surprised at all. We've been talking about this for quite a while. Hello Theo, whether it is the market, price action that we're expecting to see, whether the overall trend, sentiment, conditions, all of it all together. In particular, of course, we do our daily lives that you can join and kind of be a little bit more aware of in which direction the momentum, the forces of the market are pulling and tugging at the moment. And then it'll make, I guess, more sense to you to, see or do whatever you do. Now, let's get into this, I guess. 1 minute is, as always, kind of redundant. I kind of show it to you guys so you'll see I'm not hiding anything in a 1 minute. There's really nothing to hide in a 1 minute. It's like trying to hide an elephant inside of a 1 foot square cardboard box, right? It doesn't make any sense. So there's nothing there I can hide, even if I would want to. Worst case scenario, you're gonna see there, the next 4 or 5 minutes if you really, really make an effort. And even that is crazy volatile. So now, I think we can quickly, honestly, I guess by now, people who've been more or less aware, there's no point in even looking at the 5 minutes, because what are we going to see? The next 5 minutes here that we are pulling up, potentially retesting that 55.94. Given that we are in the vicinity where we are, it's not going to be all that surprising if we're going to end up retesting 55,555 and 0.55, which we know is a very strong level, quite meaningful. By the way, I would appreciate it if you all smash the like, ring the bell, make sure you transfer the notification thing, the notification button to all, otherwise you'll be uninformed when I go live, and well, then you'll stay behind. You'll ask, how is it that I didn't know? That's because you didn't do the bell thing. It's quite important. Do that and you'll be always up to speed. I would hope. So let's continue to 30 minutes. 30 minutes, we will see that what we're seeing is more or less a little bit of a wake up of the momentum to the upside, a little bit more bullish. It kind of makes sense, as we normally say. The market, if it has this deeper correction, it will make sense. A deeper movement if it will correct back up a little bit, just to kind of balance things out, right? So we're starting to see a little bit of that pickup. It's not serious, it's not, we're still are in oversold area, we're in oversold territory, and so even what it means at the end of the day, it will be that very, very tame, very weak upwards movement. And so we always rely on the short-term supports and resistances. Currently it looks like we're sitting exactly where the channel is at the bottom, and so there's not much to do about it. What I would assess that will make sense from where we are at is probably retesting back to 56.50, given that we are seeing a little bit of a wake up right here at 30 minutes. Let's see what we see on the 45. Plays, it's in line, it's in agreement with 30 minutes, and so it even shows that there's probably more force here, because again, it shows sort of a longer duration process, which is similar. And so yeah, as we said, a little bit of a wake up, a little bit of a corrective movement on that downwards pressure that we just had. That's not, in fact, that is very normal. And so still, from the standpoint of where we're at now, I'm not going to be surprised if this if the price action will retrace back to this 5,650, retest into the switch a couple of times before then breaking downwards. Okay, so it's actually fairly important to sort of be aware and understand where the channels are, and that will make sense to you when the market formulates this almost triangle-like behavior, or rather these triangle-like borders, and then get stuck. Most people do not understand why it happens, because it's the combination, that it's the market price action reacting, or rather the market participants who are partially aware of that, partially aware of both, partially aware of the other, and so you're basically seeing the price action based upon our actions. Actually, think about it, is what we are seeing. Then the price action do this very, I guess to some people, abnormal wedge. 1 hour again, very much in agreement with 30 minutes and 45 minutes. It's sort of waking up. It is still very much an oversold area, pardon me for that. It is still, though, showing positive signs, and that makes sense within the context of what we've just seen in the last session, and just several sessions all together, going down, correcting a little bit upwards, and then continuing downwards. So that will make sense, even if within the process, right, within the process, and nobody says this is going to be another rally like we just had before, and this is a higher high. No, first of all, the day is not done yet. We in fact still have an entire hour. But what you're seeing basically is the market, based upon how severe and rapid that movement downwards was, it makes absolutely sense that the market will temporarily give back part of that downwards movement to balance things out, as we said. So that is just the very same thing that we saw on the smaller time frames. It's just that goes to show that it might become longer. And so that what we saw, this wedge absolutely makes sense. 4 hours. Let's see, 4 hours. You know what? I'm gonna do this for you, boys and girls. I'm gonna remove all this noise. I'm gonna redo this in more of a digestible form. Okay. Like so. You guys saw we have something akin to this. Then we said something akin to this. Okay, that just, I mean, well, we'll see what do we do with this from here on out. Let's just try and keep this a little bit cleaner for you boys and girls. Let's just make this yellow. That definitely stands out quite well. Let's keep this yellow. All right, cool. So we said basically from here on out, what we can see is an agreement with the 4 hours that is becoming, well, significantly more bearish by penetrating that, at least the K partition, which is the green line, the positive momentum, which is currently recessive, weak. The dominant force is currently the D, the downwards pressure. And so what we're seeing is a beginning of penetration into oversold territory on the 4 hourly. 4 hourly is very much important. It is almost as big as the daily. Just here you have 2 candlesticks to represent the price action of the day, while on the daily you have one single candlestick, one single candlestick per day. And so it basically gets a combined price action, and so the average slightly becomes more for a longer period of time. Basically, if here we need to get a certain average that would be similar or identical rather to the average we're going to get on the daily. If on the daily we use a 500 benchmark, on the 4 hourly we're going to need to use a 1000 benchmark, right? Again, not days but candlesticks to create a moving average. And so subsequently the larger time frame will yield a more accurate moving average that will lead up to a far more correct channel or trend, or even reading of the stochastic RSI, because it includes more price action that yields a more accurate result, right? More accurate level, if you will. That's why sometimes you see discrepancies on a certain time frame, and when you switch over to a larger one, suddenly it fits perfectly, no slippage, no nothing. Okay, just something to consider. And so basically what we are seeing here is more of that downwards pressure. If we're seeing more downwards pressure, this continues the same way we said here, this yellow thingy, right, that I just did. Just kind of like that. That was the idea of what I was expecting-ish. Again, I tend to prolong things so it does not interfere with the actual candlesticks for you guys, so you guys can see it better. And so bearish pressure. Hold on with the chat there. Take it slow so I don't miss anything and don't take me hours to catch up. Do I really have to say anything? This is looking bad. It's not looking horrible yet, because if it would have been, well, if it would have been here, it would have been horrible for the market. Well, for us as well, given the fact that we're still relatively high. But as you guys can see, we're closing on the 5,400 that I predicted. I guess I hate to say it, but I told you so far in advance. In fact, today we already visited 5,500. Which even I'm impressed by. This is very rapid. Very, very, very rapid, right? Wait, no, we're looking at the last time, not today. Wait, but we were in the 5,500. That was, yeah, of course, I'm a moron. And the daily, it's today's candlestick. But yeah, today we were in the 55.77 area, it seems like. So basically already penetrated that, and we're not that far off from our 47.13 level that I've told you about before. We can see how it was tested and is very well known from the past. Let me just highlight it so you can see it better. This one, it's this line, right? This beautiful thing. As you can see, it was very well tested, very well known. If I'll go even more granular, you'll be able to see how more accurately. Let me just show you. That is that area that I just marked. And if we go deeper, you're going to see it is absolutely scalpel accurate. The market is very well aware of this support or resistance level and respects it significantly. Right, so check this out. Yeah, that's the very same support or resistance levels, the 54.47.13. You can see how significant it is. Here it is, and here it is again. So my idea here is that we're making our way towards that very support level, the 54.47. Today, as we said, we already ended up testing, like we see the 55.74-ish area, 77, whatever it was, 74, yeah. Very similar, very close probably to this level. We have an internal level roughly at around 55.23 something. I would say probably there, if that makes sense. So 55.27, to be more exact. Probably will be at least respected and shown to sort of, retest. Then we might see 56.50, 0.63, and then a breakdown to 54.47.13. And well, then we will see, right? But I'm not going to be surprised if we're going to have some form of a restabilizing process here. And even though if we will slide below towards 5400, of course, we'll end up retesting higher again and lower again and higher again and only then proceeding. So it's this very stretched out process, right? Let's go to the daily where we were basically last time. And as you can see, the large channel that you can see on the 4 hours, right? You can see how the entirety of the channel here, right? The way we have it with this yellow marking, right? You can see I'm even locking it just in case. In fact, let's remove that just to kind of see the stuff we're saying, right? You can see how this is the entire channel, okay? I'm not hiding anything on neither side, right? But that's 4 hourly. Notice what happens when we switch to the daily. That very same movement, the yellow movement marking, right, that represents the width of the channel earlier, now coincidentally hits the median. So you see, this is now a larger structure, right? Now you understand what I meant earlier? And so now we're getting a far more significant, right, wider perception, I guess, if you will, or a channel. Hi, Gene, good to see you. My brother from another mother. How you do? I miss you much. Mikey, good to see you as well here. Mikey, why are you still on the YouTube? Switch to be a Patreon member. YouTube sucks. I mean, it just really does not give me the views, nor the publicity, nor the anything. I mean, if you watch, there are some channels on YouTube that get like, 100,000 views a day. Most of them talk bullshit and tell you exactly what you're yourself able to see, on the price action in the chart if you just turn it on the right way. You know what I mean? But basically a bunch of Captain Obviouses, right? That, today the market is down, so they're telling you the market is down. Today the market is up, so they're telling you the market is up. How about actually being, doing what analysts do and being able to predict and analyze the market, so actually say something predictive with certainty that is relying on data? How about that stuff? You guys forgot your jobs or something? Or were you ever capable of doing your jobs, basically? That's just my ask. I mean, so, yeah, guys, definitely subscribe, ring the bell, make sure you transfer the thingy, the bell, the notifications to everything. Otherwise, you'll be always missing out and, sort of behind trying to catch up with the market. That little chihuahua that chases the car, and when the car stops, it hits its head on the, on the back bumper. You know what I mean? That one. Don't be that one. Be the smart human that is driving the car. You know what I mean? Don't be the stupid chihuahua in the back. Now, where were we? So this is actually worse because this just shows that this is also a longer duration process. And we already are at the bottom of the channel. Okay, we're very, very low in the channel. And more so, we're just getting started on a severe amplification of the bearish momentum. Okay, that was very slow. I hope everybody got it. It's pretty simple. Meaning, we're already on the floor. Okay, we're stuck to the floor. And our momentum that we're moving in the direction of is actively accelerating to the downwards. And so the more the pressure accelerates, we're going to break through this floor, right? And if you want to look at where the floor is, as we said, it's currently the bottom of the channel, that green descending line, right? That is the floor. It's an active, changing, moving average, right, channel. Basically, it's a straight channel that is a direct result of a moving average, very prolonged one, in fact. Okay, 100, in this case, literally 100-day, because we are on the daily chart, so 100 candlesticks, if you will. So it gives a very, very accurate reading into the market. Normally, what we would see in any normal circumstance is that you're going to have that very structure, right, this very thing, but the price action would be somewhere around here, right, for this to make sense. That means now we're correcting downwards within the channel to start then moving upwards and all that beautiful stuff. But since we are already at the bottom and just basically 1 millimeter away from breaking through the channel, and our momentum is now just getting started to accelerate to the downwards, it means it's actually going to get a lot worse. Okay? Are we all clear? That should have been super simple. You know, a turtle, I think, under the sea, under a rock, probably would have been able to understand this. I would truly hope. Now, weekly. Finally, we're doing weekly. Weekly is actually sort of bizarre in that sense, and I understand somebody will get confused. But Greg, what does that mean? We are bullish or bullish, whatever you want to call it. We are having convergence, divergence of the forces that represent our momentum, and so it's very confusing. It's like, are we going up? Are we going down? What is this, Greg? Right? It's convergence, right? The forces converge on each other, but it's an oversold territory. So actively, we're far more bearish, far weaker in terms of the market ability, okay, rather than stronger. Now, if this convergence does happen and proceed, because there is a maybe here, although we are starting to see, as I normally tell you, again, we're not biased, right? We always say that. On the weekly, since this takes some time, and this, I'll just explain. If next week we open up because of the fears of tariffs on the 2nd of April, if it's just regular price action, whatever it may be, becomes more bearish, this will zero out, come to a zero, but technically, because again, this is not a perfect tool, but it will show both bearish and bullish momentum to the extreme, but just one of them will be far more dominant. And given that we are in oversold territory, that means bearish. Okay? Just to be clear. The same way we had it the other way around when we were moving upwards, still on the uptrend a couple of months ago. Well, 3 months ago, if you will. 3, 4 actually. At this stage, so yeah, I think you kind of get it. So what it really means that at the end of the day, this is far more of a relief, temporary thing, which I will remind you, we've seen a lot of bearish momentum that is about to occur, it seems, next week, right? Again, probably based upon the fears of tariffs and the market reaction and just all sorts of things, all sorts of sort of sentiment issues with the market, that some of them are anchored in reality, some are less, some are more these sort of sentiment, more of this, I feel like gut feeling kind of sentiment. We see a lot of that in the market right now because a lot of the participants don't know how to do technical analysis properly, and so they have nothing to rely upon. They're completely confused and basically dead in the water. It's like floating in space, right? You don't know where is left, where is right, where is up, where is down, why, where, who, what, nothing. You just know nothing, basically. And kind of waiting to take you wherever space takes you. Now, yeah, I guess this is kind of everything. This is everything that I wanted to say. And the main point is that don't forget we still kind of see that print behind with the yellow marking to what we expect in terms of price action and then in terms of where the supports and resistances are relative to this and relative to this. So the end result will be that if this becomes more bearish, this will become more bearish subsequently. This rather, and of course subsequently print exactly what we expect here, that 5447.13. Which, by the way, when we did say when we will hit that, we'll probably then see a corrective movement to the upside, right? Just kind of, again, let me try and keep it normal and clean. As we said, something more akin to this then, right? And then another, and it doesn't mean it's going to be perfectly to the line. Greg, you were wrong. We didn't do it in 2 days and exactly not to that point. No one cares. If we'll make it here and it will take that long, it means I was only 95% accurate, more accurate than the rest of the market. Okay, is that good enough for you? By the way, which I'll consider this 100% accuracy. It really doesn't matter. 99% accuracy, 99.9 for you. Because if you can do better, I don't know. I mean, good luck. Go ahead. You know. Now. Let's go. I guess we can go over to the monthly. Although, what will we see on the monthly? You guys, I mean, obviously, those who've been with me for a longer time than others have seen this, understand that there's no big surprises here. It's going to be pretty simple. As we said, we're going to be slowly moving towards the median, right? The center of the channel, which here it is, that yellow dotted line. You can kind of see it, right? Very badly. I apologize. Let's see. No, I cannot change it, sadly. It's, yeah, I can't change it. But it's this line. There's a yellow line there. I hope you can see it, kind of. I mean, let me give you some background there so you can maybe, of course. It's like if you can't see it, it kind of passes right there, right? Oh, here it is. You see now it kind of appeared on the, yeah, you can kind of see now the dotted line. So we were saying that the whole idea that we will be moving from the top channel to the median, and subsequently this matches with our 50 range very neatly. We're going to close this month in 3 more days, well, 2 more days actually. Well, realistically speaking, we're talking about just the 31st Monday when we're going to have 1 session, and that's it. The month is done, and then we move to Tuesday, Wednesdays when we're right. Wednesday's the 2nd, of course. Wednesdays we're gonna have the whole shenanigan crazy things. 1st of April, don't believe anybody, including myself. I'll probably make a video saying Tom Lee's right. You know, if I make a video with the thumbnail and title Tom Lee's right or something like that, I either lost my, you know, all my marbles, completely all of them, lost my shit altogether. Or it's the 1st of April, you know, so that is probably going to be the 1st of April. Then when we do complete this, we'll probably get entangled or at least test this for a little while, the same way we've done it last time. Last time around, we've tested it for 1, 2, arguably 3, 4, 5-ish months. So it can be 3 to 5 months, as you can see, maybe even longer, maybe shorter, maybe we'll just slide through, hard to say. What is certain is that the momentum is very bearish. But normally, yes, we do get entangled within the vicinity of the 50. It's just a normal sort of rebalancing process. That's completely normal. Retest. And if the market still has the sentiment it did, we end up continuing. More often than not, exactly as expected. And as you can imagine, then we will proceed maybe slowly, maybe fast, maybe, again, very, very rapid, maybe very slower. We'll see, either like that, maybe like that, maybe like that. We'll see. Maybe even like that. Who knows, right? But it does appear to be that from here on out, when we will retest that median area, we will proceed downwards, whether it will hit 4,700, 48, 49, doesn't matter. That would be probably our next destination, right, given the current conditions. And this is very important. Lucas. Hello, Lucas. Good to see you. And of course, the quarterly, which is about to get locked also in just 1 more session, is having convergence and already starting to already had convergence. And so we are starting to diverge right there, as you can see, right? Becoming more bearish dominant. We are doing it below the 80 range, and that is significant. That means we never were able to truly accelerate, and this is not a true bullish wave. And from here on out, the next destination will probably be, you know, just like on the previous chart, the 50 range on the stochastic RSI, which, as you can imagine, will result in tremendous pain to the market. which if you remember, we just marked it, the previous channel, the 1 monthly channel bottom passes roughly around 49, 48, 47, like we just said, but the median of the quarterly channel is a lot lower. It is like 42, 4300 and that sort of area. So get ready. The bearish partition of the cycle is just getting started. Imagine that market vehicle has two engines, and now we're just now having our bearish engine getting warmed up. It's not even full in full RPM yet, right? Just kind of getting there slowly, just waking up. It's a cold start. 2 weeks in your channel and appreciate the work you do to the community. Mikey, thank you very much, man. You absolutely more than welcome to join us on the Discord. I highly recommend you transition from the YouTube membership to the Patreon membership. Of course, make sure you're on the Discord. Join us on roughly daily basis. We are about to have a members meeting on it's either going to be Monday or Tuesday. We're not yet decided. I think we're more leaning towards, right now I'm leaning more towards Monday, but we will see. Monday may end up being very busy, and so that may end up being Tuesday. For the moment, it's not sure. We're going to have it when the market closes, right? And post-market, we're going to, well, not end, but we're going to be hanging out and meeting up on the Discord, in the auditorium, in the academy. Only the necessary members, or we'll see. I'm going to establish maybe a new channel. We'll see how we'll figure this out. But we're 1000% certainly we're going to be doing it on Discord. The Discord link and the Patreon link are in the description of this video. Join it and you'll be able, in fact, you know what? I'm going to make your lives easier. Those who don't know, this is how you join the Patreon, and then nothing is done on Patreon. Patreon is merely a tool that allows you to gain access to the Discord, the headquarters, everything, all the hangouts, all the information, all of it, everything that I do for the community other than the lives, you will find in the on the Discord. All right, so definitely join us there. Plus, it's crazy cheap right now. I made all the tiers 50% off. And so if you are not an Academy member, by the way, those who want to ask about the 101 Academy, it's currently fully booked in and fully, well, not booked in, but rather it's full. And so I cannot onboard any more students. But if you want to book a spot, definitely do that right now. People are booking spots, and then you wouldn't have to wait for as long as the rest of the people to get your spot in the 101 Academy. Doesn't mean we're going to start teaching you right away. Just means that you'll be the next in the list. Well, again, right now it's going to be next. But yeah, definitely hurry up as windows are opening up. I'm right away transitioning to the people who already booked their spot. What else? The way to, by the way, ask about the Academy is just simply DM me on the Discord, via opening a ticket or whatever. Up to you. Tom Lee, Joe Clo, yeah, absolutely. What do you mean? Okay, I hope I've answered that, Gene. Throw party in what time? Patience, my friend, patience. You should know better. You can also tell I'm genius. Gene, of course. You're brilliant, man. That's exactly what you should. You should start a channel, and the day. Oh man, you're a legend. I'm gonna be like those YouTubers, but for weather. No, you know what you should do, Casey? It's better. You should be like the sleepy weatherman, the guy who reports yesterday's weather. That's gonna be even far better. 40% that it's raining right now if you look outside the window. Exactly. Right, absolutely. When did this downwards channel begin? What do you mean? Which one? Now you're really confusing me. A long time ago. Depends which one. Gene, you are asking questions. You're problematic with the questions. You, sir, join us on Discord and ask all these wonderful questions in person, where we can see each other's face if need to be for no good reason, but I can definitely show you a chart for a very good reason and explain what your question is. And you know that. Do I really have to explain to you, of all people? Gene, what is this? Are you first day here? I think go even lower. Of course, we're going to go lower than 4,700. You are new here, Space Monkey Mafia. Come on, what is this? I thought you've been around. You know we're going a lot lower eventually, but you need to understand we're currently focusing on the next checkpoint. Okay? I mean, I can tell you, and if you watch my videos, you'd know that my actual destination is roughly around 3,300 on the SPX. Who cares? It's not going to happen tomorrow, and we're going to probably retest many layers before we ever get there. So, Space Monkey, you are not up to speed. You see, this is why you need to join the Discord and do a Technical Analysis Academy, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, we said that. Tom Lee joke, absolutely. Tom Lee is perm bull. Cheerleading weirdo. Yep. He's like one of those. He's like he's like imagine if Tom Lee was a caricature of a bull. Imagine like a bull, with one eye looking to the left, one eye looking to the right, to the upside, and he's just like completely going berserk. Bull market, like that. So that's Tom Lee in essence. Like Greg said, can go. We can go on radio, TV, or roofs. Say anything you want. EA stocks are up. Bitcoin going up 1 million. Buy Ferraris. Yeah, absolutely buy Ferraris. Yep. Tom Lee is less than an analyst and more a Laker girl for the market. Kinda. And he has many biases, and his technical analysis guy is obviously very manipulative and just a piece of shit. Mark, what's his face? So, honestly, these people are just, I'm not even going to say, Laker girl. Oh, that's it. Everybody started dropping off because they're not seeing a chart. Okay, let me fix this. Hold on. Let's fix this. They can see a chart. Calm down. There's a chart on the screen. Calm down, everybody. Come back. There's a chart on the screen. Chill out. And not hot though. Laker girl. Yep. SQQ and SDOW. Leo, we don't do that for a reason here. We really don't do that for a reason here. It's not a secret that I'm holding a bunch of SQQ, 1,000 shares right now. And I was hoping and planning I would buy the other day when it was back to around 33-ish area, but sadly I just had a bunch of stuff that I had to buy and I couldn't just spare that extra cash on that. But I did get more plug, and now if I'm not mistaken I have like 1,700 of it, so 300 more shares of plug and I am all set. As I said, I'm kind of aiming towards the 2,000. I don't know where the storm came from, and everybody were like, "God, Greg, did you sell your plug?" What the hell, guys? Chill. I just didn't take a picture of it. And on weekends, my platform doesn't show me day change, so I need to go to a different menu to take a picture. Jesus, relax. I mean, if I'll sell, I'll just tell you I'm selling. It's like, what's up? I'll probably inform on the Discord. Probably say it here on the in the YouTubes and all that stuff. Come on. Yay, chart. Yay. Right? And you see people are coming back. I'm telling you, it's working. It's like everyone. It helps, Greg. Hit the like. I got thousands plugged today. I got 1,000. You got 1,000 plugged today? Seriously? Casey? Is that legit? Is that legit, my friend? If that is the case, I salute you. You're a goddamn legend. I got only 300. I'm probably gonna complete my 300 more that I need now. I think probably when the Trump day is gonna happen, that Wednesday on the 2nd, right? We'll see, or it depends on how volatile the market will be. Yeah, first 1,000. Goddamn legend. You goddamn legend. But look, don't overload, right? I mean, pardon me, sorry. You do whatever the hell you think is right. You know what we do? We don't give financial advice here. No financial advice. This is not financial advice, right? This is ain't no financial advice. But because you're a goddamn legend and I love you, I will tell you that in my humble opinion, nothing more than that, you are doing quite well. But in my humble opinion, just you should also be careful not to, overload, if you will. Just, consider the risks, right? What are we expecting on Plug next weeks? Nothing much actually, Michalis. We can look at Plug. I mean, I'll have an issue with that, but really nothing all that substantial. I would expect more or less this corrective movement back roughly to around the 150 and a bit area. Subsequently, if everything is right, leading up 163, right? 160. Yeah, but if you want to talk about weeks, let's talk about weeks. Let's talk about weeks, baby. Let's see. I mean, in the upcoming, basically, as you can see, the idea here that I was trying to show from afar, and you can kind of see it on the screen right now, is that in the following weeks we will be sort of, moving alongside this before we start to pick back up. So it may take some time. We're talking here about maybe, months stretched out like I'm referring to it this way, or you can just ignore the time frame because I'm not drawing it based on time. I'm drawing it based on just kind of, behavior, right? Well, yeah, it seems like I've exaggerated. Sorry. Like imagine all that all the way up to here-ish, right? All the way to where is that? Maybe August? Maybe July, August. We're gonna be testing these, and then the fun may begin. So we are in no rush whatsoever. Okay. Oh shit! I forgot. Oh right, I'm a moron. Right. That's fun. Thank you guys for reminding me. Yes, that's yeah. Okay, I'm a moron. Okay, now you can see it. So imagine it's all correct, but all the way up to here. We're probably gonna take something more of this approach once completed on the daily, and it may get prolonged as I'm showing here. This is kind of the give or take scenario, but the thing is with the market, when things are bad, certain asset classes move in tandem, and this is a lot more correlated to energy. And I'll just say that once if energy starts correcting higher, which we spoke about in the community as well many times, and we spoke about how we do expect some form of a corrective movement to the upside first, and then becoming an actual full-blown bearish movement, bullish, the bear got stuck. More bullish movement, right? Moving slowly towards this range, roughly around 71. Once again, penetrating, testing, and if once broken through, we are looking, it's higher. Yeah, it's like 70. No, it's still the same one. It's roughly around 70, 71, kinda. And you see now we're transitioning back into that movement to that upwards channel. And so the further on, the longer will be. Please, thank you. We'll reach, you kind of see this area. I mean, you kind of seen, we already mentioned this, I think it was here or somewhere, that basically slowly we're going to be moving towards the ceiling of the channel, 71, 72, 70. Once successful, right? We will be transitioning. Come on. As you can see, yeah, that was the kind of drawing. But the idea here is that we're going to be transitioning maybe earlier, because this is the sort of long run. It's a whole different conversation. But we will be transitioning roughly around towards 80. If we're able to break 80, we will have a sign that we're actually breaking. We're not able to reach the bottom of the channel, and we're basically flipping over like so, back into here, right, which is an upwards channel. That is kind of the idea. Ta-da! This is just me exaggerating. You can just ignore that. Yeah, that is kind of the plan. And so subsequently, energy assets will rally in solidarity. And yeah, because Plug is kind of detached altogether from the market. It is unhinged, but you need to understand when people are panicking right now and selling the sell portfolio button, if you will, and they're in sell portfolio mode, they're not really looking at Plug or what they hold, this and that. They just sell everything. Johnny, no SMCI today. Today I'm gonna finish early. Today we're just doing. The intention was just to do. You know what? I will do Plug though. Plug. I will do Palantir. I'll definitely do Palantir. Palantir, as we said, right, definitely going downwards as predicted. I originally said, I give you this prediction before all of this happened. If we're looking, weeks before how we will hit that 95 and start correcting downwards, it appears to be that I was right again, and that is exactly the case, and we're slowly starting to break down. How long will it proceed? Well, as long as the market will drag it downwards, really. To be honest, it is as long as the market will keep on dragging it downwards, because right here you can see we're already ultra bearish, right? And here we're just getting started. And we already are, you'll see this phenomena with most assets, that if normally we find ourselves with plenty of bearish momentum accumulated, somewhere the top channel, right, to kind of revert downwards, or the median to revert downwards, what you'll find with most assets right now, that will be somewhere nearby the bottom and just getting started of moving down. What is that? That is a clear indication of a breakout out of the channel in a movement basically to the very next one, which means a very prolonged bearish price action, very prolonged, like a long time. I'm sorry, Johnny, I want to give you a good analysis, and I'm not going to give one today because I am very, 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 very tired, and I really am dying to rest. Sneak peek. God damn it, you're abusing that I like you so much. It's not fair. Johnny, stop doing that. SMCI, let's do this. Let's do SMCI, you goddamn legend. Let's do this real quick, just for you. If no one else, nothing else, that's it. Only Johnny. Only Johnny. He's my secret lover from very far away, from a very snowy place. Much love, brother. Much love. No, guys, I really am sorry. I really am very, very tired, and I want to give you a proper analysis. But and there's so much to prepare for this week, and so much that we've done this week. Is SMCI okay? Gene, I love you as well. You're also invited to the orgy. It's gonna be Yumi and Johnny. Is SMCI the one that has a lot of fraud and provides stuff to NVIDIA? Stuff. It provides them stuff. Yeah. Wait, no. Are you thinking about TSMC? Or yes. Okay. So you're thinking about it. Yeah. Fair enough. You're talking about, yes. They're providing their memory stuff. Memories. Yes. A significant part of their chipset. Correct, sir. Correct, sir. Their stuff. I love you, Gene. Good chart. You just drew it to prolonged +1 point. I always do that. That's true, Casey. Boys and girls, those who are new here, I always prolong my drawings simply so they will not interfere as much as possible with the actual price action, so you'll kind of be able to see it outwards. Yeah, actually, very much. It took me a second to see. Yeah, like this whole structure. It's like if I'll grab the whole thing, right? If I'll grab the whole thing and just move it like so, ta-da! Johnny is Casey is 1000% on point. It's more like a +2, I guess, because again, I do tend to draw it outwards. Yep. So true. Very good. I didn't even notice. I did not even notice. But, I mean, to you, Johnny, that pretty much is, as you can see, I mean, so far it works according to plan, right? More downwards, which means this, like it's pretty clear. And we had this, you see, that's the red line. That's what's kind of signaling that. And from there on out, probably more downwards. So, I mean, yeah. Casey, thank you for noticing. I have not noticed immediately. I mean, immediately. I didn't notice at all. I'd be lying if I noticed right away that it sits perfectly. Just one, 1+1+2, whatever. Absolutely. Goddamn legend. I have the best community and best viewers on the entire YouTube channels. YouTube's. NVIDIA main suppliers are TSMC, Wistron and SK. Okay. Wistron. Sorry. Okay. So dealing with sanctions and invasion at AI High Flyer published on August 27, 2024. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool for them. Real cool. But yeah, Johnny, back to you. I think you got an answer, right? So more downwards pressure, continuing this on the daily, it appears to be right. But this is kind of short term. If we're going to look at a little bit longer term, it's pretty much the same thing, right? It's already penetrated that 50. Although a little bit bottlenecking, kinda bottlenecking, not cool. It's suspicious. But then again, let's see what we see on the monthly. Oversold, very bearish, and on the quarterly, which is really what plays the biggest role for you, it's ultra bearish, as you can see. Now just about to go into oversold territory, amplifying the effect. So give it a little bit of time, and as we know, we can stay quite a while in that territory. This, for example, just so to compare apples to apples. Okay, here you go, 910 days. And that's, again, imagine, not including weekends. So, ta-da! Plenty of time. Plenty time. You can see that on the bottom. 3 years-ish. You're right, Mircha, SMCI, not suppliers of NVIDIA. Really? I remember they were supplying them something. Maybe I am confused, but that's why I connected with TSMC. Okay, they're on their GPU. My bad. Okay. We learned something that, no, are you sure 1000%? But, yeah. Of course. Well, you're probably right. You probably are correct, sir. My bad. My apologies. Me getting it wrong. Me getting everything mixed up. Yes, 100%. Cool. You see, I have the smartest members on the planet. That even when I make a mistake, they know. Mircha, you're goddamn legend. Right, so I think we're gonna finish at that, boys and girls. See you all on the Discord. Join the community if you're interested in joining the one-on-one academy in which I teach you proper in-depth technical analysis. That is far more advanced than what we present and use here on the live. Definitely reach out to me and book a spot, because these really ran out like hotcakes this time around, and people are booking spots. So absolutely, definitely sign up. Don't miss out, and you'll not be that little chihuahua that is chasing the bumper and hitting the head when the car stops. Alrighty, boys and girls, I love you all. Thank you very much for joining and having fun with us. Thanks right again, and good weekend for everyone. Absolutely, you all goddamn legends. Have a wonderful weekend. See you on the next one. See you on the Discord, and see you in the community hangouts. Love you all. Bye-bye.